Hello everyone and welcome back to Miss Mills Middle School. I'm going to be a first year middle school teacher this fall, and today is day 3 of classroom setup. So I'm in my room, but this giant table of stuff did not get taken out. Everything else that I had left got taken out, like the file cabinet got taken out, and it looks like the cabinet is starting to be, or like this shelf is starting to be painted. There is paint stuff ready. So I need to figure out what's going on with that table. I might move it closer to the door so we can get it out of here. It is now 10:40-ish, but I want to get a few things done, see what I can get done before my 11 a.m. meeting. Since I only have a little bit of time, I think I am going to put the rest of the affirmations that I printed out yesterday on to the wall by the mirror, just because that won't take too long.
In like 3 weeks, she's like, oh, the girl's out of town and she's not gonna reach out until like August.
So my meeting is over. I am going to try to get some more stuff done because I really didn't get anything done before that meeting, and it is now noon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this little cart that's in my room in the middle. It's on wheels, so it's easy, because I'm gonna put the rug down, and I want the rug to go right in the front middle right here. So I have to go get that from my car. But other than that, I really made no progress today. I've been on the Zoom, and then I've been talking to the 7th grade teacher here a lot. So we've kind of just been hanging out and talking, and so I kind of need to like bust through some of this stuff. I need to turn the air on in here because it is so hot, so I need to close my door. I was able to bring in the rug. I didn't get to film it because I carried it in and then didn't get a chance to set up my phone before I put it down because it was really heavy. It's a pretty big rug. I got it from the Buy Nothing page, and so it's all set up. So this is what the rug looks like. It needs like to be vacuumed a little bit, but it's really not bad, and it like fits perfectly in this spot. Like the desks fit perfectly around it. It's amazing. It's just meant to be here. Now that this still hasn't been moved, I think what I'm gonna do is make a pile of stuff I'm gonna bring to the teacher's lounge, of like posters and stuff. I already brought the rolls of bulletin board paper that were on here into there, and so I'm just gonna make a pile of teacher's lounge stuff and probably just drag this table outside my door by myself, just because I can get it out of there and it's actually just easier for Steve to get it out. But I realized I never finished like hanging up these affirmations, so I'm going to finish hanging these last 4 up, just because an easy thing to get out of the way, and I already have like tape ready for me right there, so I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, so I've hung them up. This is kind of bothering me, so I might eventually move this up, but I'm just gonna leave it for right now. And I think I've decided that instead of putting this rug under my desk, I'm gonna put it in this section right here, and again, make it the cozy corner like I was talking about. I was talking about it in my classroom setup day 2, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I will link it down below. But I want it to be like my cozy corner. I know we can't really have like pillows and stuff there right now, but I am thinking of doing like more flexible seating area kind of back there. So if they do have free time and I could send like 1 or 2 students back there to kind of like work on something or get stuff done in a different place. So this is the rug. Don't know how I feel about it. I'm just gonna leave it right there for right now until I get the other like seating stuff to put around it. I think once this bulletin board is done, it might help kind of tie it together a little bit. So I have my to-do list. I am gonna cross a few things off or erase them because I did a few things. So like the cozy corner, I like laid the rug to see how it looks. I did the rest of the affirmations and the big rug. Also, I put this stool on top of this rug, and I think it looks really good, so I'm going to keep that there as my little stool for like when I'm teaching up there, because that's where the projector is going to go on that little table. So instead of setting up that wall, I think that's going to be really hard to do by myself, so I'm going to try to go through some of my books and kind of organize, put into piles what I need, what I don't need, things like that. So let's go over to there right now. So what I'm gonna do is I have a few class sets of things. I'm probably just gonna leave them where they are for right now and deal with those later. But I just wanna go through like these books. One thing I did remember I had to do was to go through these like manila folders of games. They're like, I don't know. The rest of all of these games, I don't know what they're really for, but they're just kind of like scenario games. I'm not gonna use them, so I'm probably gonna put them in the stuff with the teacher's lounge. But then there's also these like game pieces, like little things. I think they go with all of this, so I'm gonna keep it with all of that because I'm not gonna use them. Okay, so now I'm gonna take as many loads of this stuff to the teacher's lounge as I can. I'm not gonna film it because I have to like walk across campus and I don't want to carry my phone while filming it because I want to be able to just get as much done as I can. So I will talk to you guys once hopefully this table is mainly cleared off and everything's in the teacher's lounge. It is now almost 2. I still haven't really got done as much as I really wanted to today, but I am going to take a few trips to my car to bring some stuff out. There's like a few books and stuff that I'm bringing home because I want to go through them, see if I even need them or not. So I want to take some trips out there so it's not just like a lot when I'm leaving. So I am extremely out of breath. I took all the loads to the teacher's lounge of things that other teachers could use. And then these are like the really old textbooks that my principal said that we could just donate. And then the table is basically cleared besides that. So it makes me feel better that the table is cleaned and I took like one load of stuff to my car. So when I do leave, I really only have like one bag of stuff that I need to bring with. I think I'm going to try, don't know if I can do it or not, to get down these posters up here. Definitely gonna have to stand on a desk to do this. So I took the posters down and I had to just rip most of them because they have these nails that are really long and I couldn't reach all of them to get the nails out. So I mainly just dropped one, but I mainly just ripped the posters off. So the nails and like there's a few little like corner pieces that are still in there, but it's way better than before. So I will have to take one more trip to the lounge or just do it on the way out to drop those posters off to see if anybody wants them. But I'm literally dripping sweat. But I'm going to move the 2 boxes of books that I have over here just by my bookshelf. So it kind of clears up this space over here and they're in the general region they should be. My next thing I'm gonna do is this box right here is full of spiral notebooks. They do have one on their supply list, but they're gonna go through more than one and I know kids are gonna lose them. So I just got a like class set of them. They were on my Amazon wish list and my dad actually bought them for me. So thanks, Dad. But I'm going to unload them and put them on one of these shelves in here. They'll probably end up moving, but for right now, I think that's the best place for them. Another little easy switch out I'm gonna do is put the scissors that are in this in my little basket. This is probably a little bit big for what I want it to be in. And again, I don't really want scissors in a cloth basket because it'll just like wear it down. But for right now, I would rather have it in this and get this like pink plastic thing out of here. I know this is something so minute, but this looks so much better. Again, I'm gonna put this in my pile of things to take to the teacher's lounge to see if anybody wants these. So I feel like I've made some progress on books. I at least like semi figured out what kind of categories I want. I think I'm gonna be done with books for today because I think it's hard. I have like more books over here and like some of my books. Since I'm planning on getting my bins anyway in a few days, probably like next week, they're supposed to come in. I don't really want to like just put them on the shelf right now. I might as well just keep them in boxes by the bookshelves. And so I'm kind of waiting on that. So I've decided that I'm gonna put my today a reader, tomorrow a leader sign above my bookshelves. I think that's just, you know, the most common place, or not common, the most relevant place for it. So I put it up, but I don't actually know if it will stay up there. Let me show you. Really just leaning against this like little piece of wood. There's one on this side too, but it's like right on the edge. But I don't know. As of right now, it looks like it's staying. So I think what I'm gonna do is leave it here and then see if it's still up by the next time I come back. And if not, then I'll move it. But if it stays, then I'll probably just keep it there. I think it looks really good up there. I have these Unifix cubes that I said I was gonna use probably for indoor recess or like rainy mornings and stuff. So I think I was gonna put them with the games. I don't know if they're gonna fit, so let's see. I was hoping to get them back there, but I don't think they're gonna fit. So for right now, I'm just going to put them in here. Probably not gonna actually stay there. Who knows, they might. I feel like I've reached the point in classroom setup where I really need someone else in here with me, because the other things are like decor bulletin board stuff where I think I'm gonna need two people to, like not two people, but two people total. So like me plus one other person to like roll out the paper, someone holds it while someone staples and things like that, because I really wanna do that back wall. I was really hoping to, or not the back wall, the front wall, I guess, of like around my smartboard and stuff. I was really hoping to be able to put the paper up today, but I'm just really afraid I'm not gonna be able to do it by myself, and then I'm gonna have like open paper rolled out everywhere, and I don't wanna just leave it like that. So I'm gonna wait, I think, but I have a few things over on this wall that I'm gonna try to put, not away, but at least closer to where they should be. Like these Christmas lights are gonna go up around my smartboard, so I'm probably just gonna put it over by there so it's at least in the general area. This stuff is stuff that's probably gonna be by my desk, so I'm just gonna put these in the correct place. So I just got back to my room from being in my partner teacher's room next door, and when I got back, I got the word that we are starting distance learning. We were really hopeful. As of literally this week, we were starting in person because I'm at a really small private school. So we were hoping, because my class size is 16 and the desks are able to be pushed 6 feet apart, we were really hoping that we were going to be in person. But as of right now, we are starting either, there's two options. It's either 100% distant learning or pushing the start date back a little bit, because we were supposed to start August 19th, but there's going to be a survey that goes out that if we push the start date back a little bit, we can start in person, hopefully. So I'm still going to continue with obviously my classroom setup, because there is that possibility that we push the start back later and then we're in person. And I have a feeling that we will be able to start in person sooner than we think if we start with distance learning anyway, just because, again, small private school, small class sizes, everything is 6 feet apart. Everyone would have to wear masks anyway. So I'm going to continue my classroom setup just so it's 100% done, because I know I'm not going to want to do it once I start distance learning or distance teaching. I think as of right now, I'm pretty much going to be kind of done for the day. I have been mainly helping set up next door and just kind of like talking with Shannon. But since I didn't get much done today, I'm going to combine day 3, which is today, and then day 4, which who knows when it's going to be, together, because I really didn't film much today because I really didn't get much done. So I will see you sometime soon for day 4. Hey guys, so welcome back to day 4. It is now a few days later. It's actually a Sunday, very random, but I have to be down in this area anyway, so I figured I would come down a little bit early and start my classroom stuff. So my goal for today is to work on the bookshelves. I did get all of my like Sterilite bins that I really wanted for my books bought off my Amazon wishlist. I bought 2 of them, and then 2 other people bought 1 of them. So thank you so much, Maddie. I know you were one of the people that bought them, so thank you. I don't know who else bought it yet, but I just saw that someone else bought one of my other ones. So my goal is to work on that, but someone commented on one of my last videos and basically said, you should put the textbooks on the bottom shelf of your bookshelves. So right now, all of the textbooks are over on this side, but apparently we never use them. So I don't want them taking up a whole thing. So she said to just put them on the bottom row, which is so smart. I don't know how I didn't think of that. And I went to try to find that comment to figure out what her name was because I totally forgot what her name was. So if that was you, please comment down below. I want to give you a shout out because that was so smart. So that'll probably be my first step, is just clearing out those books on the bottom so I'll probably just put them in a pile on a desk, honestly, and then try to rearrange those textbooks on the bottom. So much better, like so much more productive because they're literally never being used, and it looks so much cleaner. So I do still have to organize this section, which is basically just the really old dictionaries, like very old dictionaries, thesauruses, atlases, things that aren't really going to be used, but again, they're just going to kind of be there. So I'm going to wait on that one. I am going to try to start to organize my books into categories. I'm leaving class sets where they are. Going to figure that out later. But my main goal is to try to figure out the categories so I can put them in these. These are the book bins that Emma in elementary uses, and so they were so cute, and I just figured they would be easy. So I think I'm just going to kind of go through and start pulling books out that are similar or like in the same category and then go from there. So I've been doing the books for about an hour now. I feel like I've made no progress, and I really only have like one more hour, a little bit over if I push it, until I have to leave. So far I have made a few of the bins. I have done series so far, so I have Hunger Games, Twilight, The Selection, Maze Runner, and Anamorphous. I've then created a basically dog books, like dogs as the main character, and then an S.E. Hinton one, a Jerry Spinelli one, a sports one, a Meg Cabot, which is basically like the Allie Finkel's Rules for Girls. I have like 4 of them, so I don't really know if I want to make that a whole bin, but I don't know what else I'd put them with. And then I have like a classics bin, which has like A Christmas Carol, To Kill a Mockingbird, Oliver Twist so far. I know there's so many more and I just can't find them. I have gone through like half of my boxes to be cleared out. I still have like a lot on these shelves. I really don't know what else I want to do today though, so I think I'm just going to keep working on the books because I really don't have much else I want to do. Again, I'm waiting for my mom to come down here to do all of my bulletin boards and like all of these little things to help with like putting up bulletin board paper. Also, I know I'm gonna get questions on my like sweatshirt shirt thing that says running my classroom is my cardio, but I actually made this. I got inspiration from, I believe it was Miss Curtis's classroom, but she was wearing a shirt like this and she actually said she got it from Etsy. But you know what, I'm trying to save as much money as I can, and I figured since I have my Cricut, like it's meant to make these things, so I just made it myself. One other thing before I get back to the books, I totally forgot. I got some free watercolors. There's like 3 that are used and then 10 other ones that are brand new that I got from the Buy Nothing page on Facebook. I'm just going to put these watercolors over with my like supply area and get a container for those later. So I've organized a lot more books, which is good, but now I'm coming to like the thought process of what I want to like label these book bins, because like obviously like Twilight, I could do like Twilight series, Hunger Games series, things like that. But I've reached this point where I have this big pile and I don't know what to call it. So I need your help. Basically, these books are like Anne Frank, Number the Stars, Four Perfect Pebbles. So they're basically all like Holocaust stories. They basically all have to do with, at some point, Nazi fighting, stuff like that. Like this is a little girl dealing with Hitler's army. So it's a lot of like Nazi prevalent books. I just don't know what to name that book bin, because that's a little tough. Like I don't want to name it like, I don't know. So basically I need your help of what you guys think I should name that book bin. That's a tough one. So please comment down below what you guys think about that one. I'm gonna just put them all in a bin for right now. And it is getting close. I have about 30 minutes till I have to leave. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to write on a little sticky note all of the collections basically that I have so far. They're in random spots just because I didn't want to move all the books off the bookshelf. So whenever there's like a chunk of open space, I just shove a book bin in there. And then once all of the books are in the bins, I will go through and like organize the bins to like more relevant locations. So I think I am going to write on a little sticky note basically all of the bins I have so far, so I could start to make labels. I think that's going to be another hard, long process, because basically I want to create a label system that has like the general what it's going to be about, like books with dogs as main character, or like sports books as a label hanging from the front of the little bin. But then I also want to have something on a little sticker on the book matching the, I know a lot of people do it on TPT, like everyone follows Molly Malloy's TPT product where it's like the matching color to the matching label, I'm pretty sure is what it is. But basically I want something matching with the label and something on the book so it's easy to put them back in the correct spot. But I know that's going to be a process, so I'm going to start to write down the ones I have so far, but I'm going to start to go through and write this down so I can take this with me so I can start my label process. I also need to probably measure and figure out how big I want my labels to be, but it honestly just feels really good to just sit here for a second. Also, a little update on the Today a Reader, Tomorrow a Leader sign. It is still up, so I'm assuming I'm just going to keep it there and hope that it stays up during the rest of the school year. It is now almost 12:30, so I'm going to show you guys an overview of my room. So there was actually some progress today on books. That's good. I have a few of the sets done, as you can see, that are just randomly thrown in there. These ones are started, but I know there's a lot more in my bookshelves that relate to these bins, but I haven't found them yet. I also have those books that I took off the bottom row to put the textbooks in. So I still have all of these books on the shelves to put in bins, also my box of books. Then I just threw this up there because I don't know where to put it. That was holding some of the books that I brought. And then nothing has changed over here. I guess since the beginning of this video on day 3, this rug was put in. It looks so much better. It makes the room look so much like cozier and homey. I just love it, especially with the way that stool looks with it. Desks are as usual, but that long desk finally got taken out of my room. And this did get painted, which that's good. This also started to get painted. They primed the blue on the thing, and then they're gonna spray paint the blue handles. This mirror, I just can't get over it. I'm just so in love with it. I think it looks so good. Nothing has changed over here, so really there's not that much crazy change. But I think slowly but surely it's like coming together actually. I like can kind of have a better vision of it now. I am just so excited to finally get things like looking like there was a change. I really think it's that rug that helped. So I'm giving all the credit to that rug because it really just makes a world of difference. But I am going to pack up and head out, but I will see you guys all soon for day 5 of classroom setup. I will also leave day 1 and 2 linked down below, so if you did not see the previous day's setup, you can go watch those videos, and I will also link day 5 and so on once those videos are up down in the description as well if you are late to watching this video. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you soon. Bye.